All right, week 18 of the NFL season is here, which is pretty much now the week of incentive betting now that numbskulls like Sal Vitri have made this extremely public knowledge. So for those of you who don't know, NFL players have incentives in their contracts, so if they reach certain milestones, they get a bonus. So naturally, over the past 3 years or so, people have been betting players to hit their incentives in week 18 blindly. But now you have accounts like DraftKings. DraftKings tweeted this. If DraftKings is tweeting this, do you think they're doing this for the greater good, for people to win a ton of money on their sportsbook? Now, there's a couple problems with this. For one, you have a guy like Joe Mixon here, right? If he hits 1,100 rushing yards, he gets an extra $250K. Now, that's a lot of money, but the Texans have already made the playoffs, and they've already won their division. So do you think Joe Mixon, or the Texans for that matter, care about him hitting 107 rushing yards so he can hit this incentive? Fuck no. No, they don't at all. All they care about is him being 100% healthy for the playoffs, which start next week, especially a guy who's been dealing with injuries pretty much all year. He's probably thinking the same thing. And now you have incentives like Dobbins. You need 68 rushing yards to hit 900 yards for the season to get an extra 150K. Now the Chargers have already clinched a playoff spot, and also Dobbins to get 70 rushing yards against the dog shit Raiders is probably like minus 300. Would be crazy to play that straight. And even if you put that in parlays, let's say he has 50 rushing yards in the first half, then he sits in the second half. Because again, do you think the Chargers care about him hitting his incentive, or their starting running back being 100% healthy for their first playoff game of the year, especially a guy who's dealt with copious amounts of injuries over the years? All I'm saying is don't bet these blindly, don't be dumb, use your own brain, do your own research, and find out what player props are actually worth betting in week 18.